People die by the millions of kind of preventable diseases, AIDS, malaria, tuberculosis. Kids starving to death because there's no food in its belly. Just stupid poverty we don't see here. So we're aiming to kind of unite Americans, left, right, Republican, Democrat, young and old, together to really kind of make a difference and to save lives in some of the most desperate places around the world, a lot of which happen to be in Africa. And actually there's some good news too. I mean, under this administration, and with the support, bipartisan support in the House and Senate, we've made millions of people we've saved millions of lives already. In 2004, something like 50,000 Africans were alive on life-saving medication, able to go back to work, provide for their families. 50,000 today, again, because of that leadership in the Senate, because of what this administration has done, very heroic and historic initiative. Over 2 million are alive today on our dime, United States dime. I think that's very, very important. I think we're the greatest nation in the world. I think everyone should know about it. Again, we're proving it to the world what we mean to be an American, saving lives. We're fighting corruption. We're partnering with fresh, young, democratic, struggling countries in Africa to really kind of bring together a new partnership right now between the haves and the have-nothings on this planet. So I'm going to hit you for a question here. So
yeah, but could I just mention? I think it's important you mention how much of your organization is you volunteers who are young people like yourself.
Yeah, I mean here in New Hampshire alone, I think we have something like 17,001 members. We have people from Senator Ted Gatzis to Senator Gottesman, from Charlie Arlinghouse to Bill Shaheen, Republicans and Democrats coming together on a political season. That's unheard of. But again, coming together as Americans to really do the right thing.
Your organization is largely volunteer, is that correct?
We are. We're 2.4 million Americans. We want to use their voice for those poorest people.
All right. All right. And now you can't ask the question. You said it.
Well, I still got the money. Well, again, kind of through targeted aid, through responsible debt relief, to improve trade conditions, allowing the poorest people to trade their way out of poverty. I mean, as president, what would Africa, the bottom billion people in the world think of the McCain presidency?
Well, I believe that they would know that I provide them with not only assistance and aid, and one of the reasons why one is important is because, my dear friends, let's have a little straight talk. Most of our aid programs, particularly to Africa, haven't done any good. The money has flowed into the coffers and Swiss bank accounts of corrupt governments and dictators, and when you look at the amount of money of your tax dollars that's been poured in, and the results have not been encouraging, to say the least. And that's why an organization such as this, which insists that there be transparency and that governments use those funds in an effective fashion, and if they start not doing it, they cut off the funds. And by the way, that's what Bill Gates and Warren Buffett is all about, in the billions that they are also going to devote in this effort. I believe that we will have to demand accountability in an administration that I would have. And this Millennium Challenge is a good idea, where we tell these governments that they must not only match, but also they have to enact certain reforms in the way they govern. I just want to mention one other thing, and I know it's controversial. But my friends, I believe in free trade. If these people can grow a crop and they can export it to the United States of America and we'll buy it, they ought to be able to do it. Instead of us giving them food and, the old line about give somebody a fish, you feed them for a day, teach them how to fish, and they are forever benefit from it. So I would make sure that these programs are in place, but I would also be in favor of free trade. I think that's the best way that local economies can be built up. And you're not going to get nearly this amount of time the next town hall meeting.